Today I want to talk to you guys about a question that I get asked all the time as a business scaling expert, and that is, okay, what does scaling actually mean and how do I do it? A lot of times, scaling for a lot of people is just you know it when you see it, and that's a terrible, terrible answer. The fact of the matter is that scaling and growth are often treated synonymously, but they're not the same. Scaling is about increasing profitability as you grow, and growth is about increasing the size of your organization. So it's the people inside of it, it's the clients that you serve and the revenue that you have. But the problem with that is that if you are growing but not scaling, then you're not profitably growing. You're not increasing the take home. And in fact, a lot of businesses sacrifice profitability in order to rapidly grow. And that's a huge problem because that leads to burnout in entrepreneurs, particularly in knowledge-based workers, knowledge-based businesses, like marketing and branding and PR and all of these different things, where all of the knowledge relies on a few high-level employees or strategists, particularly the owner. So the trick here is that you've got to make a transition. And the transition is you got to go from being a project-focused person. And a project-focused person is someone who really just thinks about things in terms of the next project. Meaning, I've got this client who comes on, they're an individual project, I got to meet the demands of that project. If I don't, then, everything's going to go to hell. And that's not true. If you want to profitably scale, you got to make this transition into a process mindset. See, because project, it eventually devolves into how many bodies do I have to throw at this project to make sure that it gets done the way that I want it to get done? And it fundamentally continues to build a system that's reliant on the knowledge expert, that's reliant on you as the business owner. And that's, you're shackling yourself to your business. Whereas a process takes the decisions that you would have made and the actions that you would have taken, and it puts it into a repeatable, duplicable system or process, right? Steps that people take to get the same outcome. That's all a process is. So when you create a process in your business, what you're doing is you're saying, what do I have to do to make sure that this new hire, Jack, can do the same thing or 90% of the things that I do and get the same outcome? And that's huge. That frees up so much time and capacity for you and your other high-level experts on your team to be doing the stuff that only they can do, that is really driving all of your profits in the first place. And that is how you scale. If you have any questions, put them in the comments below. I look forward to interacting with you. This is Zach Stuckey signing off.